Awesome. Everyone got 7 o'clock. This time we'll call the meeting to order. And at this time, I'll ask for everyone to please stand and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
which stands
one
nation
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jamie, if you could read the sunshine statement, please.
Sure. Be advised that proper notice has been given by the Township Council in accordance with the Sunshine Law in the following manner. Notice advertised in the Burlington County Times and Camden Courier Post on January 7th, 2021, and posted on the bulletin board on the same date. Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Jenny?
Here.
Ms. Pareo?
Here.
Mr. Lyon?
Here.
Mr. Burrell?
Here. At this time, we're going to jump right in. We have our minutes for approval. I need a motion approving the minutes of the December 2020 action and work session meeting. Some of the folks may not have been, some of our council folks were not council folks at that time, so they would just abstain from this motion.
So moved.
Any seconds?
I wasn't there.
I'll second. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to do that, right, Jennifer? I think we're good.
Mr. Smith?
Abstain.
Mr. Jenny?
Abstain.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Abstain.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye. I'm pretty sure the motion carries. Those minutes are approved by a whopping two votes. Next, we need a motion approving the minutes for the January 2021 reorganization meeting.
Motion, Tom Lyon.
Second.
Mr. Smith?
Abstain.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye.
Thanks for that catch on the date, Tyler.
No problem. No problem. Next, we have our ordinance on second reading. These ordinances, since they're on second reading, are going to require a public hearing. First up, we have ordinance number 2021-04, and this is amending the stormwater management regulations here in town. Can I ask for a motion to open the floor for public comment on this ordinance and this ordinance only?
Motion.
I'll second.
Marlon? All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, at this time, the floor is now open for public comment or questions on this ordinance only. For the folks who are joining us online, you have to raise your hand at the bottom of your application, and Jamie will unmute you so you can comment. Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the floor.
Motion.
Jen?
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, the floor is now closed. And at this time, I'll need a motion to approve ordinance number 2021-04.
So moved, Tom Lyon.
Second.
Jamie?
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye. All right, next up, we have ordinance 2021-05. This is establishing various salaries for various employees. Once again, I'm going to need a motion to open the floor to public comment.
Motion. Lynn.
Can I get a second?
Second. Virginia.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, the motion carries. The floor is now open for public comment on ordinance 2021-05. And seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the floor.
Motion. Seconded, Lynn.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. The floor is now closed. And now I'm seeking a motion to approve ordinance 2021-05.
Motion. Lynn.
Lynn? Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Marlo. Jamie?
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye. All right, next up, we have ordinance 2021-06. This is a bond ordinance for various concrete work in conjunction with the road improvements that were done by PSE&G and New Jersey American Water, totaling $430,000. Since this is an ordinance on second reading, we will also need a public hearing. So I'll ask for a motion to open the floor.
Motion, Lynn.
Lynn? Any seconds?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The floor opens once again for a public hearing and comment on ordinance 2021-06 and that ordinance only. For the folks in public, if you could please raise your hand. And seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to close the floor.
Motion.
Second, Lynn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion carries. The floor is now closed. And we'll be seeking a motion to approve ordinance 2021-06.
I'll make a motion.
Second, Tom Lyon.
Jamie?
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye. So the ordinance passes. And now on to our consent agenda. It's a consent agenda for resolution 2021-41 all the way through resolution 2021-49. Can I get a motion to approve those resolutions?
Motion approved, Lynn.
And a second, please.
Tom Lyon.
All right. Jamie?
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye. The resolutions carry. Next up, we have our motions. This is a motion. I'm seeking a motion to accept the report of the tax collector and township clerk.
Motion, Tom Lyon.
Second by anyone, please.
Second, Lynn.
Lynn, Jamie?
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Ms. Pareo?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye. Motion carries. And next up, we have our reports. Starting off first is our clerk, Jamie Eggers. Jamie?
I have no report tonight.
Thank you, Jamie. Next up, we have our administrator, Jeff Hatcher.
Just one item, and that is that the budget books binders will go out to the members of council tomorrow, and we'll have the first meeting on the 2021 municipal budget next Tuesday on the 9th. Please take a review of the budget binders. If you have any questions in terms of the information that's there, please give me a call. And again, we'll be talking about it on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. That's all I have.
Thank you, Jeff. Always look forward to budget season. I still have all my budgets on the bookshelf at home. Nice hefty reading for the weekend, but I enjoy it. And next up, we have Mayor Cashionbone. Mayor?
Yeah, so I'm going to, I have quite a bit for tonight. I'm going to move through that as quickly as I can. And I'm going to start off by saying something that I never thought I would say at a council meeting, but I would encourage folks to kill lantern flies. Even though it's freezing cold right now, we're quickly heading into the warmer weather, and the Burlington County Commissioners are asking us to remind residents to please help stop the lantern fly infestation by destroying the eggs before they hatch. Egg clusters can be found on trees, cars, houses, any flat surface, look like a clump of mud. Scrape them into a Ziploc bag, pour some alcohol or hand sanitizer into the bag, and that should do them in. Students who need to log in for community service hours can actually get paperwork signed for participation for destroying eggs in their neighborhoods and local parks. You can visit the Burlington County Volunteer Opportunities page. We'll have to list this either on our social media or the township's website. It's a link that's basically the county, and there's a link to that. It is gross, but having to kill the adult lanternflies is even worse. In preparation of our upcoming launch of the Recycle Coach app, which we had to postpone our meeting, the marketing meeting, but that will happen tomorrow. We have completed and updated all of the public works section of the website with current information and hours. Perfect, not yet, but now all the times and dates and information is correct. I encourage everyone to take a look at the information that's provided on the public works page, and remember to drop off items to the public works yard during the appropriate hours listed, and not to leave items like paint or electronics or anything other than paper, cardboard, glass, or plastic in or near the recycling bins behind the building. Please read the signs, and if the sign doesn't include what you have to drop off and the gate's closed, please come back another day, and be sure to call Public Works at 856-461-7737 if you have questions. So March is Women's History Month. Assemblywoman Carol Murphy will be hosting a series called Monday Mothers, and bring together groups of mothers to discuss the effects of the pandemic on motherhood. It includes topics like virtual schooling, navigating career changes, work-life balance, mental health. It begins on March 8th at 7 p.m. and runs through March 29th at 7 p.m. Any residents who are interested can get information on how to register on the Assemblywoman Murphy's Facebook page, and it's just facebook.com/ASW Carol Murphy, all one word. Next to last is a reminder that the Delran Defenders, a team of emergency responders, will be meeting at the Firehouse Station 2 for their Polar Bear Plunge on Chester Avenue. That's March 20th at noon, to participate in a new version of the Polar Bear Plunge this year. The Polar Bear Plunge, as it suggests, is very wet and very cold, but it's a fundraising activity that benefits Special Olympics in New Jersey. And the Delran Defenders have participated in this event for the last 15 years. But this year, like everything else, is a year's plunge is gone. It's a little different. This one is. The Defenders will be assisted by the Delran Fire Department in a training exercise. They'll be assisting them, but they also will be running through a shower of water that the fire department will be cheerfully supplying. And both groups are excited for the opportunity to encourage fellowship and cooperation between these two wonderful agencies while supporting this incredible organization. If you'd like to contribute to the fundraiser or join the Delran Defenders team, you can do so. You'll need a pen to write this down. It's https://org/team/337-501. We'll get that up on the website or in our social media. And finally, as you know, our senior residents have been through quite a lot over the past year. A lot of isolation, a lot of loneliness caused by the pandemic has been somewhat debilitating to so many. And with the holidays spent alone, the inability to hug their grandchildren or to visit with friends takes quite an emotional and mental toll. So over the past week, we've been looking at more ways we can help our seniors. And we were contacted by a few private local groups that are already working toward that goal. They've requested help from the township to spread the word. I'm still going to research these groups to make sure that everything that they're offering will be helpful to our residents, and keep the council informed as this is just unfolding, and keep certainly our residents posted on our findings. Look for updates on the township website page, and the Facebook page, my Facebook page, the members of council's Facebook page. So over the next month, I'll discuss the ways that we're exploring to help offer our seniors more emotional support and interaction. This will be good things, and they are coming to Delran. I'll keep you posted on that. Council President, that's my report, long as it is.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. And next up, we have from our solicitor's office. Sal is not with us, but we have Jennifer McPeak. Jennifer, do you have anything for us?
Night.
All good? Awesome,
Yeah.
Thank you. And next, we have reports from our council members. Starting off first, we have Councilwoman Virginia Parejo. Virginia?
No report this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Next up, we have Councilman Marlo Smith. Councilman?
No report this evening.
Thank you, Councilman. Next up, we have at-large Councilman Lynn Jennings. Lynn?
Just to urge all of our residents to continue to work on preventing the spread of COVID-19. We can't say it enough. Wearing masks, washing hands, keeping distances, please. Do it so we can get out of this mess. If we don't continue to remind ourselves, often we get complacent. That's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And next, we have our Vice President of Council, Councilman Tom Lyon.
Thank you. I'm going to go longer than Gary, and I timed it. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, floor is yours.
First off, I got to go out with other council members to the Coldwater rescue training with the EMTs and firefighters. I was going to say hats off to them, but it was a very cold day, so it was hats on. The enthusiasm of the people involved in it and their attention to detail when they were involved in the training was really impressive. And it was also very impressive. Tyler jumped in and got involved. We all thought that was really cool. I would have joined them, except my wife, who has known me since 1978, before I left the house, said, "Don't do anything stupid." So I didn't go in. Next, to piggyback off Lynn, stay diligent, safe with the masking, the social distancing. We got St. Patty's Day coming up. Could be another issue, so be smart if you do go out, or just celebrate with some family at home. And the polar bear plunge was something that I personally have done. I believe it was 9 years. The Teamsters, we always piggybacked in on that, and I ran into Jim Mitchell from the Delran PD down there on multiple occasions. We always had a really good time. It's a great fundraiser for Special Olympics, and I encourage anybody to come by, see the frivolities and fun that we all have, and if you can donate money, it certainly is going to a great cause. And with that, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President. Appreciate it. And for my report, I will keep it shorter than Gary's. I got to, you set us up there. Tom set me up for that one. But I mean, I want to echo what all the council members said, as well as the mayor. And I know the mayor is working hard, to get some of these, to reach out and touch base with a lot of the senior folks who we've often get overlooked, when we're doing our things in the township. Particularly, they don't have access to the to websites and social media that we're all accustomed to. So in conjunction with the communication committee, which is meeting tomorrow night, and the mayor has been working with some other groups to get those folks engaged. So that's an important step. We can't forget about our senior community. So I want to commend the mayor for making that a priority, as he promised on day one. Also, I want to also echo what the mayor said about feel free to join the Delran Defenders. They're looking for us to be out there and come support them. So members of council and as well as the public. I think I already did my ice plunging for the month, I think, with the fire department. It was a great time. Those guys are fantastic, the men and women of the fire department. And as the vice president said, their commitment to training is impeccable. And I'm glad they're leading our town safety program. And, when you call, you get those guys the best of the best. And I also want to provide an update to council. The tree ordinance committee met last week, I believe it was. It was the mayor, myself, and Councilman Jenny were all involved with some other members. Deb from the Green Team, Kat, and a high school student joined us. So we're working on. We had a very lengthy discussion about the tree ordinance here in town, the compensatory tree ordinance as well, amending that, making it a little bit stronger. So hopefully in the next month, we're going to eventually bring it to council at a work session. We have a nice document we've been working on that we can present to everybody, get some policy feedback, and hopefully in short order get that on the books. So there's a lot going on, as everybody mentioned. And just finally want to say, as Lynn mentioned, we're almost through the end of this pandemic, but let's not give up yet. do the smart thing, especially around the holiday season. And hopefully by the end of the summer, we'll be in good shape. So with that, that concludes our reports. At this time, we're now going to open the floor to public comment. So I'll seek a motion to do that.
Motion, Tom Line.
Second, please.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The motion carries. The floor is now open to public comment. So for those online with us tonight, if you can please raise your hand. I believe it's at the bottom of your application if you're on your computer or cell phone. Jamie will then mute you and the floor will be yours. So I think we only have 2 people on, right, Jamie? So, all right. And seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to come out of public.
I'll make a motion, come out of public session.
Thank you. Second.
Second, Lynn.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. The floor is now closed. And I'll be seeking one final motion this evening, and that's a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Any seconds?
Second.
Virginia. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion carries. Our meeting is now concluded. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy
Good
the
night.
rest of your night.
Have a great evening.
Have a good
Not
evening.
all.